Christmas dinner filled the house with the scent of cinnamon and a kind of artificial cheer. My niece, only 5, refused to sit. "The chair hurts me," she whispered, standing against the wall. My brother's voice cut through the room, sharp. "She's being dramatic." His wife forced her down anyway, pressing her small shoulders until she obeyed. Quiet tears slid down the child's face as the laughter around the table continued. Forks clinked, glasses chimed, and the performance of normalcy went on. I couldn't eat. I only watched her tiny hands clutch the edge of the table, her pale face, wide eyes. I went to the kitchen for more wine, and she followed. Her voice was barely audible. "Uncle, it hurts when I sit." She lifted the hem of her dress just enough for me to see the bruise, purple bleeding into yellow. My chest tightened. The hum of the refrigerator filled the space between us. "Who did this?" I asked. Her gaze flicked to the dining room at her father. Everything slowed. I didn't react immediately. I smiled, poured her a glass of water, told her to go play. But inside, something had shifted. I had always admired my brother, successful, disciplined, the family's golden boy. He spoke, and people listened. I used to think it was strength. Now I understood what calm really meant. Control. Returning to the table, he laughed easily at some story, his arm around his wife. Effortless. Nobody noticed her silence. After dessert, I offered to tuck her in. He shrugged. "Sure. She likes you." Her room was pink and too neat. I sat beside her bed. "Sweetheart, what did you mean when you said the chair hurts?" She turned toward the wall. "Daddy said not to tell." I didn't press. Not yet. That night, I replayed her words in my mind until they almost seemed unreal. But they weren't. I started visiting more often, quietly, always on my terms. He hated surprises. I watched. I listened. Every gesture, every whispered phrase became a clue. The way she flinched when he raised his voice. How she avoided his side of the table. He caught me once, eyes lingering. "You okay?" he asked. "Just tired." I lied. I documented it all. Photos, notes, attendance records, the bruises that changed shape but never vanished. I told myself I needed proof before acting. But the truth was simpler. I was afraid. Afraid of being wrong. Afraid of tearing my family apart. Then his wife called, voice shaking. "You need to see this." She handed me her phone. A video. He had forgotten to log out of the home camera app. The girl sobbing as he yelled, then silence. Her mother's hands trembled as she handed me the screen. "I can't protect her anymore," she whispered. That was the moment I stopped thinking as a brother and started thinking as someone who would not fail a child. The next day, I went to the police quietly, leaving nothing out. Timestamps, footage, photos, patterns. They promised a discreet investigation. That evening, I joined another family dinner, our last. He didn't know yet. He poured wine, asked about work, made small talk like nothing existed outside his perfect house. When dessert arrived, I slid an envelope across the table. "What's this?" he asked. "Proof," I said. He opened it. Stills from his own camera stared back at him. Color drained from his face. Silence stretched. His wife understood. I understood. He understood. "You don't understand," he whispered. I did. Perfectly. He rose. I didn't move. His wife took the child upstairs. Their footsteps faded. "You're going to destroy me," he said. I looked at him evenly. "You already did that yourself." He began to speak again, but police sirens cut him off. He realized I had timed it perfectly. Minutes later, a knock, sharp, precise. His eyes widened. "You called them." I didn't answer. They let him out in handcuffs while our parents stood frozen, mouths agape, unable to process. I watched from the doorway, neither triumphant nor broken, just hollow. Weeks passed. The story made the news in brief, polite segments. No names, only a local man. His wife moved away with the child. I helped her pack, said little. Nothing needed saying. People asked how I could do that to my own brother. They didn't understand. He had destroyed himself long before I intervened. Sometimes his face appears in my dreams, confused and betrayed, as if I had turned on him. But I remember her words. The chair hurts me, and the guilt fades. Some truths do not need forgiveness. They only need to be seen. And I made sure he would never hide again.